Good morning. It's Friday, April 18th, 2025, and I'm David Glass, and I'm in the studio, and it's looking like really nice weather outside, so I'm just going to check out on the balcony here. Bear with me. This is my house. This is my balcony. That's my barbecue. That across the street, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, through the trees, I think you can. That's a mosque. That's one of the oldest mosques in this part of Israel. And that's a restaurant across the street. And I'm just trying the zoom feature because, yeah, that's the sea. That's my sea view through the trees. It doesn't, I guess there's waves. That looks like a wave there. Maybe that's the rocks. Yeah, that's the reefs. So I think it looks like it's low tide and there's no waves. Anyhow, let's go down to the beach. Let me show you how easy this is. Just grab my bag and out through the front door. E-man's home, so I'm not gonna lock. This is the little atrium of my building. And now we're in the underground garage. And just zap the gate with my remote controller. And yeah, it's not just nice weather. I wanted to come out and take a few minutes to talk with you about some things. Hey, the gate didn't open. Cars are blocking the gate. That's unusual. Anyhow, I make my videos unscripted and unedited, and okay, got the gate open. And the first thing I want to speak with you about is subscriptions. I need to have them. You know, and so I'm doing my part here, stepping out in the morning, showing you the park across the street from my house, the lady walking her dog, listening to the sounds, and wow, looking at all the meadow flowers here growing on this little hillside. And if you look down at the bottom of the video screen appearing here on YouTube, you're gonna see this building's under construction for a year or so now. And this one was designed by an architect who lives there. And this is another building down at the corner of the street. They got this lovely antique door from the old days. Show you that. Anyhow, like I was saying, you look down at the bottom of the screen and there's a bunch of things you can do with this video that YouTube lets you do. One of them is subscribe, so you can see that when I post a new video, if you like this one. Another one is you can expand a description, because usually it's collapsed, and underneath the title of the video it'll show you a description. You can, what else can you do? You can like the video with a thumbs up. You can dislike the video with a thumbs down. You can even take out cuts from the video where there's a clipping tool that YouTube gives you. And I really want you to subscribe, so hit that subscribe button now. And I'm going to talk with you about the camera. So changing the subject completely, still walking along. Wow, it's nice this morning. That's the little path we just came down. It goes through the little park at the end of the street. This is the Shimon Peres Center for Peace. These are just a private apartment building, and yeah, this is the beach's parking lot. This is Aliya Beach, which is the southernmost beach. It's not the southern, yeah, it's the southernmost beach in Tel Aviv, because after that cemetery on this hillside next to the Peres Center comes the city of Bat Yam, which is really like I guess it's like a suburb. Or when you're driving along or riding on a bike or walking, you can't tell where Tel Aviv ends and Bat Yam starts. So it's just like a naming thing and a way of dividing the city up into sections, like New York has Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx. And of course Manhattan. So the camera I'm using is my Sony RX100, and that's the Peres Center for Peace. Interesting architecture, eh? And this camera, it's really good. It makes a high quality video, nice picture, and I'm really happy with it, except its really biggest weak point is the sound. This camera makes great video with a relatively low sound quality, because the sound is in mono that you're hearing right now. The camera only has one microphone, and so when you play back a video, you're gonna hear the sound coming from the same sound coming from both speakers. So I bought an attachment for the camera recently. It's an external microphone. It sits on the camera's hot shoe. This is the Sony ECM XYST1M stereo microphone. And this fits on a number of cameras. And I checked it out and I know that it works. So you're gonna hear a difference now in my talking. I'm gonna put it onto the camera, and it sits on like a little floating head. So it goes on the hot shoe of the camera, and it connects. Sure, you're hearing me in stereo right now, and that fixes that. I bought this thing used microphone has anything to combat the wind. So I bought another piece that attaches to the microphone from the Gutman microphone company in Germany. They make specifically for this Sony microphone this really nice camel hair. It's real camel hair microphone silencer, wind silencer, and so I'm putting that on now, and I think that's going to improve our sound quality even more. And I think this is really cool now because effectively it turns my setup into like a real movie camera. I'm also holding this camera with a pistol grip right now as I pan around and shoot, and I'll show you the front of this balcony, and then we're gonna walk down to the water. And because now that I got the microphone, you should hear the sound of the wave. And let's see. I don't know if you noticed while I was walking down here, but you know, I could look at the timer, but I think it only takes me about 3 minutes to get down here from inside the studio. And this is a really nice beach. I'm so lucky to have this in front of my house. And the Perez Center too, but you come here and watch sunsets, it's like sitting in a theater. And yeah, it's just really, really nice. And they keep improving the beach year after year, which is nice also. We don't have a lot of waves today, but when the weather changes and it's not so nice like it has been all through the winter season, we get a lot of wave action on these beaches. And every year the city brings out it's a farm tractor, a crew of farm tractors, or a fleet rather of farm tractors, and they all have front end loaders on them and plows, and they move all the sand around because the waves shift the sand everywhere and make the beach really disorganized and stony and everything in the winter. And it's nice that the city cleans it up every season. And this beach never got sifted for rocks before, and last month and also the year before and all through the pandemic, they've been bringing down this big contraption thing, construction equipment for sifting the sand. So they're like really sifting all the rocks and stones out and making it nicer and nicer. I'm not going to go on the sand just yet, but you should be hearing the waves. And this is Aliya Beach. Aliya Beach has everything. The East Coast in America isn't set up so much like this, but I think it reminds me more of beaches I've been to on the West Coast of America, with the formal lifeguard house, and this is a restaurant right here. They got bathrooms, they got security, they got lockers, they got changing rooms, they got, there's a little police station right there. They got really good handicap section for handicapped people. You can come down here in a wheelchair or with a baby carriage. The beach goes down, it's good walking for about 3 kilometers in this direction, and about another 1 or 2 kilometers in this direction. When you're going in this direction, it gets stony on the beach, and you come to the port of Jaffa, and you can't really walk through the old city on the beachfront. It's developed straight up to the water. And I'll make another video sometime showing you the old city, because that's really nice to have very close by also. I think they're setting up for the Tel Aviv Marathon soon, and that's a marker. So yeah, lifeguard house shows the time and the temperature. That guy's probably fishing out there on the rocks. I'm not going to zoom with the camera because the last time I was out and I tried it, I had trouble getting it back into focus. So I want to play around when I'm not making live, unscripted, unedited video, just to experiment and find out if I have a problem with the focus when I zoom in and out as I'm shooting video. I don't think that I do, but there must have been a reason for that when I was testing before making this video. I just haven't got a chance to check it out yet. I'm on vacation this week. Been working all year, and it's really good to be on vacation. And we're having a staycation. Happy holidays, everybody. It was just Passover last weekend, and Easter's coming up soon. This weekend, and we're going north to visit family in the village of Shvaram, outside of Haifa. It's about 2 hours north of here, and we'll be spending the day there on Sunday with family, which is always a really nice get-together. I'm looking forward to that. This is post-pandemic, this installation here for the playground. Like right when the pandemic ended, before the war started, they came along and the city built this for the kids. And they put in this, what do you call it? This, I think the proper word is chicane, to slow people down getting down the path here, because people were riding around like crazy with electric bikes, and the old people get scared. We have nice crystal clear water here, and looks like these kids are learning how to sea kayak, which is a really popular thing to do here. We also got a lot of these outdoor gyms in Tel Aviv. I don't use them, but people do. It's another restaurant on the hillside. E-Man and I ate there once. It's a really nice atmosphere. The food's rather average. I think I'm going to wrap up the video. There you can see Bat Yam, the buildings. That's that next section of Tel Aviv over that I told you about, and the cemetery on the hill. And I'll just pan around And I'm gonna be ending the video here, and I hope you're enjoying the sound quality, because from now on these videos are gonna have stereo sound, and I'm trying to make a high quality video as possible and show you what there is to see from a pedestrian's point of view right where I live here in Tel Aviv. And if you have something in mind in Tel Aviv that you'd like to see or think I should make a video about, just let me know in the comments. That's another thing that you can do with this video, that YouTube provides a way for you to make comments below the description. There's a big section, you can write anything you want. I don't have a way set up yet for you to buy me a coffee, but if you know me well enough, you can do that anytime you want. And I really do want you to subscribe. That's important to me, and really for nothing more than ego, because I don't think I'm ever going to get enough subscribers to earn much money from YouTube, although the possibility can exist as long as I do have subscribers. But it just really makes me feel good. It lets me know you're out there. Depending on your privacy settings on YouTube, sometimes it'll tell me who you are if you click the subscribe, and that's nice to know. Yeah, I guess I really don't have much more to say except have a great day. And good to be with you. Thanks for being here, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Yalla, bye.